Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk about faith, family, and kids. Today I'm going to be talking about what my family has started doing to be more mindful of what we buy and making sure that we're making wise decisions with not only the money that we have, but the things that we've been given. If you haven't yet, please hit subscribe below and hit that thumbs up button if you like this video. Those two things really help me out. And please feel free to drop a comment of some organic or zero waste swaps that you have made. So this kind of all started when I was introduced to the documentary on Netflix called Stink. Now this documentary went into detail about all the chemical fragrances that we have in our society and the effect that they have on our body that is truly not talked about. So once I watched that documentary, I really was convicted of all of the chemical fragrance things I own. And then as I did more research into it, I realized that there are a lot of things I own that are not decomposable, which means that as soon as it gets thrown away, it's going to sit in a landfill. I also became aware of just how many products we use every day that have plastic in them. Plastic was designed to last, and unfortunately that means it doesn't decompose. You can melt it, but it won't go away. So in the landfills right now, there's just a ton of plastic, and there's no reason for me to continue using plastic knowing that I could make better choices. These choices will start out as an investment and in the end end up saving us a lot of money. That again is not the main purpose for me doing this. I really was convicted. I was like, okay, God gave me this information and now I have to do something about it. If I just say, okay, God, yes, I am suddenly aware of just how much plastic I'm using and I don't care, then that would be an issue. But now that I have just become aware of the fact that diapers, for example, do not decompose. Diapers have a lot of chemical fragrances, they have gel in them, they are made of plastic, and they do not decompose. Every diaper that has been made since the 1960s when they started making diapers, plastic diapers, is in a landfill somewhere, and that boggles my mind because we only have so much earth space. And I'm not a crazy tree hugger, I am not a crazy hippie, but when I really thought about all of the plastic that I use every single day and how I could cut that out, it only made sense for me to try to do that. So yes, I am trying to switch to organic, but only because I truly believe that God kind of opened my eyes to some things, and it would be irresponsible and unwise of me to ignore that. Now, our organic / zero waste journey is going to be one that's not a sudden changeover. We're going to be smart and wise with the things we already have. For example, we used up the rest of our plastic trash bags before switching to compostable trash bags because we wanted to make sure that we were wise with the rest of the stuff we had. We didn't want to just be wasteful. I wanted to show you some swaps today so that you have some ideas of what you can do to help our planet, and also just be smart about how you're living and making sure that you're living healthy. My husband and I are going to try to conceive next month, and I want to make sure that the world I bring a baby into is safe and healthy. One of the things that I read about was the fact that they cut the umbilical cord of a baby and tested the blood for how much chemical fragrance it had, and it was a lethal amount. And that's just from lotions, candles, perfumes, all those kind of things. They're actually man-made. They're just chemicals mixed together, and there's no reason for us to use chemicals when God has given us so many natural fragrances in the nature that He's created. One of the first switches we made were these compostable trash bags. I sifted through a lot of reviews for different compostable trash bags, and these seem to be the ones that are the thickest and the sturdiest. So there are some decomposable trash bags out there that if you were to put something wet in it, or if you don't accumulate enough trash to take it out every couple of days, it would actually start to decompose and create holes in the bag. So just be looking out for that. This one is by Green Earth, and I will link it below. This next one is a body wash that I got from Package Free. I want to say it's Package Free USA or packagefree.com, something like that. I'll link it below. I'll find it and link it below as well. But this is a refillable, returnable bottle. It's vegan, sulfate-free, color-safe, biodegradable formula, cruelty-free, paraben-free, kids-safe. It's rosemary, mint, and vanilla all together for a body wash. And you can get it without the plastic top. It's just way easier for me to have this, so I know that I can recycle this. To be honest with with you, I may switch to using a body wash bar just because the essential oils in this are so strong that I'm a little bit sensitive to essential oils and that I get headaches if I smell them in concentrated forms. And so even though I know this is a little diluted, even using a little bit of this does give me a headache. So I probably will just be recycling the aluminum can and getting a body bar. One of my favorite switches has been unpaper towels. I will link below the Etsy shop that I got these from. They have so many different kinds of prints. So we ordered this one and we ordered this one. So we actually had a little hiccup, and the lady who we ordered it from, she gave us this one instead of the wolf one, which is cute, but I was like, okay, we didn't order that. And she was nice enough to not only send over the wolf ones, but then golly. Ooh, she was not only nice enough to send over the wolf ones free of charge and fast, but she gave us a free gift one, so that was sweet. Also in the first pack, she gave us some, let me see if we can find it. Oh, like almost like little napkins, I guess. I've used them as napkins so far. And then ones that were like a fourth of this size too. So I guess for like little scrubbies, I'm not sure. But this has been one of my favorite switches because we do go through a lot of paper towels. So I just have these folded up in a basket on our counter, and that's where we get them from. We're actually not quite through our regular paper towels. We're almost out. Once we finish using the paper towels we have, we'll switch over to these. I'm thinking of just like possibly leaving like one roll of toilet papers just for like emergencies or something that makes more sense to use them for. Another switch that I haven't actually started using yet because I'm finishing up my plastic bottle of conditioner is this cocoa butter conditioner bar. I found it on Etsy. I'll link it below. I read that it had amazing reviews. I'm nervous about using a bar on my hair because sometimes it can leave residue or make the hair tingly and sticky, and this one I read had really good reviews about not doing that, and so I will link their Etsy shop below. Another switch I made is I like to carry a little travel size lotion in my purse just because I wash my hands a lot as a nanny and my hands were always getting dry and cracked, and so I liked having lotion there. Well, after watching this documentary, I wanted to find a travel size of a lotion that did not have any chemical fragrances. So I believe I found this on Package Free as well. The same place that I got the body wash. So I will already have that link below for this as well. This is a lavender hand and body cream, and it's just filtered water, pure olive oil, coconut oil, emulsifier, beeswax, lactobacillus, and lavender oil. And I can't remember right now what lactobacillus is, but I did actually like look it up before I bought this. I researched it, and it's like a natural thing. This is in an aluminum, so it's recyclable, and the thing about aluminum is it doesn't rust or anything, so you can continue to recycle aluminum over and over again. So I got this from Publix. It's the Green Rice brand, and it's recycled bath tissue. Obviously we've started using it. So using other kinds of bath tissue I don't think is bad because it's all paper and it all dissolves, and honestly we were used to having nicer paper, but if we can use something that's made from recycled fiber, I'm all about supporting that. So I believe Walmart has one called Sustainable toilet paper. Look it up in your area, you might have it. The last thing we got is for the egg donation, which if you have not watched my egg donation journey, I will link all those videos below. I've started an egg donation journey and it's really been a roller coaster, but it's been an exciting roller coaster. I'm actually not quite finished with it yet. Since we'll be traveling for the actual egg retrieval, I wanted to switch over to buying travel size containers that are going to be something we could recycle or that will decompose. So these are all silicone. I bought these off of Etsy as well. This is 3 ounces, so it's, you know, under the regulation size for an airplane. They're silicone and the tops are plastic and can be recycled. I'm trying to cut as much plastic out of my life as possible, but if I do have to have plastic on something, I will prefer it be recyclable. And not all plastic is. So just keep that in mind when you're looking. So the top comes off, and that way you have a bigger opening for filling it up. And then the plastic top just clips open. So today we're actually going to be going to a organic store that's like an hour away from us. I'll be getting some more organic swaps, just a few things, hand soap. We're just gonna see what they have. But we have dedicated a category in our budget to organic things. And so each month we're going to use up that limit, and then we will just, anything else that we need, we're just gonna wait till the next month to switch over to it. So that way we're not like trying to invest hundreds of dollars into switching everything over. This is a slow switch over. I'm just so excited to use things like reusable silicone bags in place of plastic. All those things, like being in this journey and knowing that everything I'm doing is the right thing to do. It just makes it that much sweeter, and I'm really excited to be a part of doing something that I know is good, not only for our earth, but for my future kids. And I am not going to be an essential oils junkie. Like, I'm not going to be crazy. I'm just gonna try to be smart and wise and do my best, and that's really all you can do. But some of you like are probably sitting there thinking, I cannot even afford to be making all these switches. Just challenge yourself to buy one switch every month. Just one thing that you really want to switch it up, and you'd be surprised. Those trash bags may last you 3 or 4 months, and then that way you're using something that's decomposable in those 3 to 4 months, and those other months that you're not buying trash bags, you can be buying something else that's sustainable. The paper towels, those are washable. That's something that's going to be a huge investment, and they're not even that expensive. We were gifted a bunch of Pyrex storage containers. So they're the glass with the silicone top. So this is our box of plastic stuff that we are going to get rid of. From now on, we will also only use the Pyrex. So I'll put a link for a set below. The set that we got was perfect because it came in many different shapes and sizes, so that it's not like all one size, one shape. They're microwavable, they're BPA free, they're dishwasher safe, all the things. And so I'm excited to make that switch as well. And one last thing that we did switch over to is using reusable bottles. We were buying the Propel bottles and it was just so much plastic. So we now just use the little Propel packets, and we have reusable bottles that we dump those packets into. I love this cup. This actually has my Propel water in it right now. I have this one called Strawberry Lemonade, and it is delicious. Okay, y'all, well, I actually lost the footage for my outro, but thanks so much for watching. I'll see y'all next week. Sometime this upcoming week, I am going to be uploading a video about the coronavirus and how it has affected my egg donation and my wedding.